Hello friends, welcome to Behind the Designs, where I create a beautiful life through creative planning. My name is Stephanie, and today I'm going to be setting up, or at least decorating, third quarter goals, monthly goals, and I'm going to kind of share with you my past quarterly pages that I've created to help me set and maintain my goals. So that's what we're going to do today. Welcome back. So today I'm going to be setting up my third quarter monthly goals, or my page anyway, and I'll be using these Socialite sticker books, and I'll show you why. And then I've got this to add to my cover. As you might remember, I did add one to my work planner, and so I really love having that pen there. So I'm going to add one for this today. All right, let me just set that aside for a moment. Hopefully I won't forget. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you. So nothing really changed in the setup of this. So, you can see some of the tabs here. I had added in June, July, April, May, January, February, March, April, May, June, July through September. I'll get it right sooner or later. July through September to keep in here. This is my goals planner, and it is a horizontal. It basically, the way I utilize it is, and it's not necessarily daily. I really don't use the months. I do use the weekly to kind of do a little journal of how the day went, what did I do and how well did I do in working on the goals I had set. And I think I've shown one of those pages on here before, on YouTube before. It should be within the goals playlist, so check that out. So as you know, I have my goals cover page and then the goals behind it. So I am going to go to... So these are my check-in sheets. Here, let me get these out of the way. Okay, that'll lie flat now. All right, so let's go to the check-in. So I'll explain why I'm doing Socialite and kind of where things are going. So right now I don't know if I have a blank one. Let me see if I have a blank one. Okay. I have this Planner Babe. It came from the Planner Babe line. It is a notepad. So it was a notepad. I just took off some sheets of paper, and you can hole punch it. Honestly, I don't remember if this was hole punched or not. Even if it wasn't, their notepads that they make are designed so that you can hole punch them and put them right in your planner. They're classic size. They match the page size perfectly. So, don't shy away from the notepads that they have, because they do work in the planners. So this was from Planner Babe, and I wanted to utilize this in a way that worked or made sense for goal setting. So what I did was, for each quarter, so when I initially set my goals up, I set them up and they were kind of like a summary of everything, and it really became a big mess. So that's mostly why I didn't show too much of it, but I kind of just brain dumped everything, and then I kind of stopped doing anything. So what I did was I took these sheets from the Planner Babe line, and I created, which I haven't filled out all of them. Let me see if I filled out. Okay, I filled out quarter 2. Quarter 1, I know what it is, I just have to fill it in. Okay, so here's what I did. For each quarter, I kind of set out one of the OG Planner Girl images, or sticker books, I should say, to use on that quarter check-in sheet. So first quarter was Daydreamer. And they're all stickers from the Daydreamer book. I stuck with that. Second quarter was Miss Maker, OG Miss Maker. And then third quarter, as you know, is going to be Socialite. So what the plan is I will fill this in for each goal. I have created a monthly, weekly, and a daily bullet point. These are things that I want to make sure that I'm doing. I'm basically breaking down my goal. You can see I did that in quarter 2. So I broke it all down. As you know, we're already into July. I did kind of start out late in July, so I have a little bit of catch up to do. But basically, even though I had 4 categories or main categories for my goals, I just kind of smushed it down to 3. And so I have my monthly, weekly, daily for each goal. Now, prior to this, I was putting multiple goals under the same header. So as I was going through a quarter, I had multiples, and it was too much. So to make it easier and to make sure I maintained what I needed to maintain, I'm going to keep 1 goal per category. And then, so for example, for my work goal for July through September, my goal is going to be to update the SEO on 20 blog posts. So as you know, that's something I've been working at or on, and I needed to get this done. So basically, there's all these old posts. They need to have updated SEO, and I want to get it done because it's something that, if you don't finish that, it just weighs on my mind. So, every time I go forward with something, I keep getting pulled back to that. So I have 2 quarters left. I have my 3rd and 4th quarter, and I've set it out so that I can get half of them done in this quarter, and that's a minimum of 20. If I happen to do more, great. And then the remainder of them will go in my 4th quarter. So also, you'll remember that I have this goals printable on the blog already, and I've used it on past monthly spreads. So I will usually tape it to, let's say, this. So this is the dashboard or currently page to each month. So I would usually take this and paste it onto the dashboard. So I may still do that, but where's my check-in here? But what I want to do is I created a new monthly goals quadrant printable. It'll be available on the blog. And here's what my intent is. So this is what I'm thinking, just quick and dirty, is that I have my quarter goal. And again, I can't change this paper. So this paper is printed on one side, blank on the other. So I can't change that. So what I'm going to do is I hole punched on the opposite side. I'm going to be able to look at my goals, write them in here, and then I can take this and slip it into my weekly planner, work or catch-all, whichever is going to work best for me. And then from here, I can break down my weekly goals and then daily. So that's the plan. That's the master plan. Whether it works out or not, it remains to be seen. But that's the part about planning. You have the ability to change up and merge or take away anything that isn't working for you. I had found that, and this is my work process. I know what needs to be done, so I just jump in and get the job done. So sometimes I don't go through these steps because I know what I need to do and I just do it. But then some things will get lost, like this SEO thing. I have been working on this forever. And so I want to make sure that I am on target and then I get it done in 2024. Come 2025, I don't want to keep going back to this. Same thing for my other group. It's going to be focused on catching up, continuing to work on catching up the memory keeping that I have a backlog of. So while I did get some done during my time off or my break from YouTube, I do still need to get a lot more finished. So, working in planners and, all the different processes you can bring into your game, it takes time. So, by doing that, I kind of dropped other things, the blog and memory keeping. So those are my 2 quick and dirty goals. And what I plan to do is I'm going to decorate today's monthly goal sheet. It's going to be in relation to this. And just quickly, my 3rd goal, which is health and fitness, I did get lax in doing arm weights. So I'm going to kind of get back to that. So that's going to be on my list for there. And then I'll break it down and work it out. So I'm going to let me do this. And the reason I need to complete this all, here, let me try this instead, is because come 2025, I think I'm going to be going in a different, not necessarily different direction, but in a newer direction. So I need to get these things finished. So let's go ahead and get this started. Now, let me quickly, before I start, let me show you. So you have one of 2 ways you can do this. When you download and, print off the printable, you can keep it like this in your goals section. Let me bring this down a bit. You can keep this in your goals section like this. So this will relate to this, or you can just paste it right onto the back of this so that you'll have your summary and then your monthly. Your weekly goals should go. Let me just pop over there. Oh, this one's probably not a good planner. Let me show you. The horizontal is great for journaling because, it's literally a book, but it's not showing me what I want to show you. I need to make sure I don't have anything in here. Okay. So from your monthly goal, then you go to your weekly and you will jot down the things that you need to do that week, and then you'll push it out into your schedule. So your weekly goes here and then your daily goes here. That's how I plan to do it. You have to do what works for you, but that's my plan. So and I don't think I'm going to paste this into the planner because I think I want to put it back here. I'm thinking. So there's that. All right, let's get planning. So we're doing quarter 3. We're doing socialite. And I do have 2 mini books. I think I started out with mini, that's why. And let's see what we have here. Of course, somewhere I want to include one of these. Let's see. I'm going to pull the ones that I'm thinking I'm going to use. Let's see right here. So here's what I want to do. I want my 3rd quarter monthly goals to give me, before I even have done them, give me the sense of accomplishment. So we're going to kind of party this up a bit. So I am going to grab my banner here. There's also some pretty flowers, and I was looking for that, but then I kind of decided against it. I don't think there's any in this one though. Here's a few, let's see. Okay, so they don't have, in your newer books, you'll have like a whole clear sticker page of the flowers or anything that are in there. This one doesn't have it. It has, mostly, this is the floral I'm talking about, but it doesn't have a big one in here of that floral. So that's kind of a bummer. So I am going to, and again, I haven't started, well, I should say I have started them. I just haven't obviously finished them yet, but we're gonna party this up. So I am going to grab one of these. I love the black and white. So let me grab, that was my original planner. You remember the black and white stripe? It had the gold circle, make it every day count, I think is what the quote said. So that was my very first happy planner, and I love that planner. But I do have a plan for down here. Now with this printable, you get 4 quadrants. There'll be a blank space. You can color it in, or use a Tombow marker, color it in. You can use stickers on it. You can make a highlight color in the box around it, whatever works for you. Inside is a grid. The grid is kind of faint, but it is still there. For me, that was to help me write straight because I do tend to write crooked. But down here, I'm going to be doing something, and because the grid is so light, you barely see it through there, so I really like that fact. Let me go back to, where is my, oops, here we go. We have the confetti. So what I'm going to do is start adding this in. And let's see, I want to get one. They're pretty big pieces. So let me grab this one. It's not coming out easily. Let me see if this is going to fit anywhere up here. All right, I'll cut a few of those off. And then I'm going to just, across my top here, I'm going to splash in these gorgeous confettis. So this one can go here. And I'm purposely not putting anything in here because I do have a plan for that. And then I have just this little space here. I might need to cut one down. Let's see. All right. I think I have to cut this one down. Yeah. So let's just do that quick. And what's nice about the clear stickers is even if you overlap them, they still work out fine. Okay. And then I'm just going to tidy up this one corner. So that it's not so, again, you won't see it, but it was kind of pointy. Let's see, how do I want to put this on? I kind of want to fill this in a bit. Let's do that. Okay, so I have a lot of edges at the top I'm going to cut off. So let's get to that. And then that's out of the way. All right, here we go. So let's see, we have navy. I was wondering if I could find, let's see, we have navy or blue. I'm looking for my Tombows that might match. Green. There is no turquoise. Well, I guess I'd have to do light blue maybe. I think that's what I'd have to do. All right, so here's what I'm going to do, at least for mine. I'm going to still add some more stickers, but I want to get some things in here first. So I'm going to do this one as work. And it's not an exact match in color, but it's pretty close. So this is health and fitness. Okay. And let's see. Again, I have 4 categories, so I think I'm going to make this one other. All right. Oops. And then I do have a blank spot here. It seems off. I guess. It's not really a category in my goals, but if you recall, I've added in multiple planners this quarter or semi-annual from July to December. And I think I'm going to put here planners because I want to make sure that I stick with keeping up with those planners. So I'm going to just do planners. And you can see that these are my Tombow Fuda Nasuki pens. And as a left-hander, I still struggle with getting the writing, you know, like I'll go back later and I'll doctor some of this up. Because as a left-hander, it's just hard. You have to hold it a certain way. Again, those are just our issues. All right, so now that I have these in here, and what I can do is, let's see, if I could use these as well. You know what? I think I'm going to use these only because these tend to get overlooked as I'm doing my planning. So let's do that. And then I've got some other things here I want to use. All right. So let's take, so this, if this, I use it as blue. Let's do this. Let's do a must get done and then 2 arrows. And then let's do 2 arrows. Let's see, 1 and 2. I am going to add, this is going to be the fun part. I'm going to add a heart for, did I space these evenly? Let me space them a little better. Hold on. All right. I kind of wanted to span it out for that whole space. So let's do this at the bottom. And I'll explain in a minute what this is going to be for. So there's this. Okay, I think that works out a little bit better. Yeah. So this is going to be must get done. These 2 are going to be, you know, some tasks that will, or steps that will help me get to where I need to go for the month. And then the heart is going to represent for each one, if you got this done, this is like an extra. So if I do this, this is extra, yay for me, you know, kind of thing. So that's to keep me motivated. I'm going to try and keep these lined up as best as possible. All right, so let's see, we've got this one and this one, and then the heart. Yeah, that'll work out perfectly. Okay, so green. Green arrows. And then the heart. And what I like about these is I can actually use them to still check off what I've accomplished if I want to go through this list and, you know, check everything off. I do like to check things. Now, this isn't exactly teal, but I'm going to use the teal color. And then the heart. Okay. And then I'm going to come over, grab some from here. This, I'm loving how this looks. We'll put it in here when I'm finished and so you can see them side by side. What I wanted to do was, I want to use one of these cute little bows. There's a teal, pink. Let me think. I think what I'll do is I'll use the, let me look at my mini. Hold that thought for a minute. Same pink. And as you remember, I wanted to get one of these little socialites in there. So before I go and put that down, let me make sure, because none of these are on clear. Okay, so let me do this instead. And then since I'm in the mini, and since I need smaller amounts of the confetti, let me grab some of these, since I have 2 of the mini books. I'm looking for the smaller pieces, just because that's the only space I have, is to use the smaller confettis. All right. And for down here, I think what I want to do is fish out the other mini. Hopefully I have that other confetti in there. Let's see. I need the same, here it is, same shape. Okay. Yeah, I love this planner so much that I bought 2 mini books, because you can always fit a mini stickers into a classic. Okay, so let me take a step back here. Let me get on. As you can see, this particular book does not have the ribbon and it is all apart. I really use that sticker book quite a bit. Okay, so I don't have to cut anything more. And I think that is it. I was going to use one of the bows, but because I wanted to use the girl, I didn't have any room left. So I don't think I have any room. Well, I do have room, but I'm not going to force putting something in there just so that it, just because it fits. You know what I would like though? Let me close this, because for this I would need to go to the mini. And I don't know if I have any in here. Let me just double check quickly. Okay, so I didn't find, I was hoping to find some of the discs, but the closest I could find were these blue ones. I just wanted to kind of, you know, coordinate the two. So let me do this. I think there was more in this book. So let me tuck that back under. And before I go from here though, there was this cute little sticker that said, "Be active." I don't know if you can see it. Let's see. There. It was just a cute little sticker I wanted to put down here. And I'm looking for more of these stickers here. So in the mostly unused book, I did have bigger ones, but I didn't have anywhere for them to fit. So I'm going to go back to this one. So all I have here is black and blue. Oh, there's some yellow. You can barely see it. Oh, and a green. I'll take it. So let's make this yellow. We'll put green over here. Okay. Now I'm totally partied up, right? It looks very festive. Let's put it that way. Okay. So I think stickers wise, I'm where I need to be. Let's move these out of the way. Let me clear up my desks here so I can get this in here. Okay. So what I have right now, I haven't filled this out, as you know. I spoke about that in the beginning. I will get this filled out, and then I'll transfer this information from monthly over to here. And then this can go in here just like this. Or it could be put in my actual planner on the dashboard side. Now, with regard to my goals, from my last, or I think my first video where I did the lineup, I was talking about all the things I had done from the time I last did a video until the time I had come back, because it was kind of like a blackout period. I just had to eliminate something to get some tasks done. So what I did is I went through and I made a list of all the projects and things that pulled my attention away from May to July. So this was about the mid-May-ish to about mid-July-ish. So these were all the things I got done, and that's the ones I can remember. There were many other things. I just didn't jot them down or write them down, but I did get quite a few crafts done. Crafts, which are projects, whether they be projects for gifts or the blog or the shop. I did it all. So I just wanted to do this fun Miss Maker themed project page where I just listed out what did I do. You know, sometimes when you're going through your goals, you might forget, oh, I got to get all this done. And you might forget what you've actually accomplished. So sometimes, we need to take a step back and realize all that we have done and go easy on ourselves. So that's why I created this. But as I was saying before, you could take this sheet, I can leave it like this so that every time I come back, I can see it, or I can glue it on or attach it to the currently page of the planner I plan to keep it in, which would probably be my work planner. It is in the same format as the prior goal sheet. It just is more minimal and gives me some lines that I can work off of and write down what I need to get done. So I think I'm finished. I hope I'm finished. I need to get this all written out. I have already started working on some of the blog posts, so I will have that, information available. But this is a printable, a monthly goals printable that it will be available in the shop. Be sure to check it out. You can set this up. It's fully customizable. It's very clean. You have room to decorate, and you'll be on your way. So if you have this notepad from Planner Babe, maybe this will show you a new way in which you can use it and use it towards your goals. And then you can use this in combination, or you can use this exclusively. So you might put each month, if you don't have like annual goals, you could use this for monthly goals for certain categories. You can use it if you're doing projects. You can do projects, so your monthly goals for projects. Or if you're handling affiliates, again, lots of uses you can use this for because it is minimal, it's open, it's customized however you'd like. So I hope you check this out. But this is my Q3 goal sheet and monthly goals. And I thank you so much for joining me today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider hitting that subscribe button as well as the bell notification so that you know when I post my next video. Any supplies I can link that I used today, I will link in the description box below. Also below are all the supplies that I use regularly. So this is almost on a day-to-day basis. And so you can pick those up. And then I hope you have a wonderful day as you create a beautiful life, one plan at a time. Thank you for watching.